Hey, hello, hello. Yes, claiming the first badge right out the gate. Hello. We have now made it to the final phase. How we feeling? How we feeling about the final phase? I'm just missing very minute details, as you can see, just some rendering shenanigans. And I'm missing Rosa, but we don't talk about how Rosa um, is still pixels. But everything else is like, hello, hi. I just need to, like, this Julie part needs really insane rendering. His glove is not done at all. He's still missing the detail from his glove. Oops, I did not mean to do that. He's missing the detail from his glove. Uh, yeah, basically all we're missing is mostly some rendering. Maybe some final rendering touches, but overall, we are almost done. Hello, hello, everybody. So, what I shall be doing is finishing up this render. Shall we? I started some sketches for next stream. I say sketches as I was doing, can I speak? As if I was gonna do like a lot. No, I literally just started one other sketch. Uh, it's okay. Good night. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna paint all on top of this. These like chain parts because I need to draw. They're not actually chains. They're these. I have it here. It's this like bead thing. Why is this man's name so long? Because yeah, not everyone has short names. People have long names too. It's not his real name, but still his name. I didn't know you guys is I forgot that if you guys live in the US, your date is like a little weird. How many names does he have? Just two. Kleistogamo and then his real name, which he's never disclosed. The cast don't even know if he actually knows his name or not. They don't really bother asking because he just doesn't ever respond, but yeah. If you want to call his name for short, you can just call him Kleist, but it's Kleistogamo. Kleist is not correct. It's Kleist for Kleistogamo. I'm gonna zoom in on this. So everyone has been victim to the daylight savings. Fascinating. How do I say that? It's placed. See, placed. Placed. Oh, but if you mean Pleistogamo, and the accent at the end? No. Uh, in Spanish, it's a acento at the end. Placed. Placed. I don't know how else. How would it be to write down that pronunciation? It's just. Would it be like Clay? No, it's placed. Because it's a mix of the English and French version of the word Kleistogamo. So, like, Kleistogamo isn't accurate to neither language. It's like a mix. It's just a mix of both. Also, I saw this. Hold on. I just wanted to mention my friend said they love how polite you are in the video. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I crashed out for 30 minutes because I didn't see your live. Everyone just fell victim to it. So today it just stopped randomly on March. Like, why is daylight savings a thing? For economic reasons. I heard that it's for like the economy, whatever. If they make it close, I think if they make it close later than usual, then people work for longer or something like that. I know my dad explained it to me the other day. And when I say the other day, I mean like 3 months ago. Uh, but I don't really remember. All I know it was related to economic reasons. For like quote unquote practical economic reasons, it's not actually like a necessary thing. I think it's kind of silly, even. I mean, it doesn't really do much. What are we saving? An hour per day? I mean, I guess. Like, okay, I guess, man. Right? I think it's kind of dumb. Which it makes sense why Puerto Rico kind of does not implement it, despite it loving to copy whatever the U.S. does. It didn't copy that. So the plus, they really said, nah, that's kind of silly. We are not adding that. It's not as useful as it was in the past. Oh, really? I wonder how useful it was before. Supposedly, all right. Don't take my word on this, all right. I'm basing this off of memory from a passing conversation like 3 months ago. I don't actually know. All I know is that it's supposed to be quote unquote practical for something economic. Again, I am not sure. I am not sure. I'm not sure if it's that you gain an hour or you lose an hour. All I know is that whatever the reason was, that was what I remember them saying. All right, don't take my word for this. I don't live in the U.S. and I'm not up to date with decisions the United States made. Like, I don't know how long ago. How long has that actually been implemented? That the daylight saving. I know it's been around for a really long time, but how long has it been really? Guys, to be honest, oil up Geshuin is overrated. You're right. I prefer maid outfit Geshuin. That is incredibly based decision. Someone said March 19, 1918. I'm not sure how correct that information is. In fact, maybe I should just look it up. You know, I don't like leaving my chat to like Google search things, but maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't just spew ignorance. Yeah, it was okay. So the person was right. It was March 19, 1918. It was to conserve fuel. Yeah. So I guess it was done to like, yeah. But I guess in the present it ended up taking a different meaning because, you know. Nowadays it probably has a slightly different significance. No, we lost an hour. In winter we gain an hour. Okay. See, there we go. It's okay, Kiwi the Dark. Alright, but it's modern times. Get rid of it. That is true. But I guess maybe that might be hard for maybe some people to get used to again. What is Clay's favorite type of drink, or what does he typically drink? He usually likes just drinking, in general, just cold, frozen beverages. Doesn't matter what it is, but he likes them to be frozen, almost iced even. Just say Kiwi. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll call you Kiwi for sure. I need to know: is Astral being bullied by Clayst? How am I supposed to know that? I don't know. What does that mean? Talking to Belinda easy. Commissioning Belinda scary. Why is it scary? Is it because it's suddenly does it suddenly feel professional? I like to think I'm approachable. Well, most of the time, you know. I feel like I'm not very approachable if I am uncomfortable. But in most situations, I am not. So I like to think I'm approachable. I like to think that, but I have been proven time and time again that I am not. But I digress. If Astral wakes up to Kaisagamo, is he being bullied? No. No. He'll probably find his deductive skills quite endearing. Also, you said walks up to and I said wake up to. Am I stupid? Can I read? You're kinda scary sometimes, and oh. Am I? Okay. Oops. My bad, guys. I didn't mean for that. Sometimes I just forget there's another chat, and I think you're going a bit crazy. I know YouTube thinks I'm crazy. YouTube's out here being like, who's she talking to? I swear I'm not talking to myself. I swear there are like 7 other people here. You can pretty blunt sometimes. That's scary, but also bluntness is nice. That is true. I have been referred to as direct and blunt before, even by like people that actually know me. I'm glad you guys consider that a good thing. I feel like a little bit of that sometimes needed. I just hope I never. I just hope that if I ever like step that line, I always tell them, hey, if I ever like go too far in something, can you please tell me? I always like say that to like my friends and stuff. Like, hey, if something I say bothers you, please tell me. Like, please don't stay silent. But like, I don't like this like cat and mouse chasing of I have to guess what you're feeling so that I know how I need to feel and what I need to say and do. No, I'm just gonna take what you say and give you a response as clear and reflective of what I'm thinking as I can. Somewhat, because you know, it's usually 12:10 p.m. where I'm usually tired. Just see my big eye messages. I swear I looked away and then it just said 9 new messages. So low key, I haven't read anything that is said here. Oh, okay, wait. I think it's because I get nervous that I'm way too hyper and yap too much when it's supposed to be professional. That is a-okay. You are explaining context to the commission, rather it be lore or like you call it yap, I call it necessary information. So don't ever be worried about like you being unprofessional. That's like it's not the client's job necessarily to be professional. That should more so be my job because you know I am the one quote unquote selling a product. I should be the one who should be in that position. Regardless, I don't mind if people yap or talk to me during a commission. Communication is important, rather it be quote unquote mindless yap. I don't believe in mindless yap nonsense. I do believe that yap has its significance. Will Clay try his wife's pregnancy cravings if she wanted him to try? Of course. Even if it's like something straight up that he would hate, like something straight up ass, he gonna eat it and then he gonna make a big fat joke out of the fact that he hates it. Alright? It's always an opportunity for entertainment. Everything's a little gig up with this guy. I'm low key just an overthinker. It's okay. I overthink a lot too. It's alright. I'm sick and tired of dealing with people that don't say anything, so it's nice to have someone who says exactly what they think. Yeah, I can kind of agree with that. Like, dealing with people who give you the silent treatment and expect you to sit here and guess are really people that I struggle with. If I see you give me the silent treatment, I'm gonna go to you and ask you, hey, why are you giving me the silent treatment? Why are you doing this, that, the third? Can you tell me? And yes, that sounds confrontational. But I'm not gonna be up in their face like, hey, why you gone? No, I'm gonna go there and be like, hey, I noticed you've been kinda quiet. What's on your mind? I have given, at least I'm talking like about my friends and stuff. I've given them that space to be like, hey, come to me if you need something. And yeah, they do come to me when they need something or like they want to address something, rather it be of me or someone else. Like I don't like the people like, oh, I'm gonna deal with this silently, even though it involves you, and rather stay with the problem rather than have it addressed in the first place. when I ask my friend what's wrong, they change the subject and I can't make it better. Yeah, that never fixes anything. If you don't address what you're thinking and what you have in mind, you're not gonna fix anything. You're always gonna be walking on eggshells, tap dancing around the conversation and hoping what? Hoping that it happens again, and then you'll be mad that it happens again, and so you'll do the same patterns again, and then until what? Until you explode? Until you explode, and then what? You explode, and suddenly the situation's 10 times worse than if you just said something like 2 weeks earlier. Like, I get it, but I also don't get it. You can fix the problem, but you choose to leave it instead. I know some people don't like confrontation, but like if someone is giving you that kind of treatment, sometimes you need to be the bigger person and be like, hey, I see you're doing this. Did I do something? And if they tell you, no, it's nothing, there's a 99% chance that it's not nothing, because if it was nothing, they would actually tell you what that nothing is. It's never actually nothing. Hey there, welcome in, hi. Exactly, if you confront people, it does open up the door for people to talk and to see both sides and to see where you may be wrong or where may they be wrong. Because frankly, your side is not the only side that exists. If you want to fix something, you do need to acknowledge things first. Also, you said I miss my husband. It's okay. We'll be back with him by next week, I promise. And ignoring issues so you can blow up later can ruin long friendships. It can. You can't just, and if you value the friendship, you would try to fix it one way or another. Now I want art of him and Vivi. We are indecisive. You know, I feel like that a lot of times. You know, when I draw and sometimes I just start a new drawing, it's because suddenly I start thinking about a character. I'm like, dang, I miss blank character. And then I just drop whatever I'm doing to draw blank character? Character. Blank character in question. So I got Boo Hill's new daughter, Rappa. Yay, let's go, Rappa love. We love Rappa in this house. Sadly, I need to skip her for Asheville, but to skip her for Asheville and Blade, but like, we do love Rappa in this house. Oh god, she went full pity, but at least you won the 50-50, I assume, if it only took 80 maybe, unless you lost early, which I'm not really sure. I tell my friend how I feel, and then they get defensive, and then I'm scared to talk to them. Oof. Oh, defensive. It's hard to deal with people who get defensive over situations, and like, it really does close doors when people do that. She was not worth it. Oof. Rough. I mean, if you don't have other brick characters, then she probably is a brick. No lies. But she is pretty good in a lot of game modes, I feel like. Especially in the newer ones, but maybe... but I guess if you don't have her supports, it might be bricked. But I don't know. She ain't that bricked. oof the music, and we just gonna have to sit here and deal with it. It's Sunday, so people are out and about. Maybe there won't be as many motorcycles as usual because it's not Monday. Today is not the motorcycle club where everyone starts vroom vrooming down the entire time. We are not in that predicament, thankfully. But it still is an issue. You still draw beautifully as always. Keep it up. Thank you, Nandrome. Thank you. I won't be able to do actual story the millisecond it comes out, so I'm definitely getting spoiled. You're gonna have to mute every tag that exists on Twitter, every tag that exists on TikTok, and every tag that exists on YouTube. I don't know how you'll do it, but you'll have to do it. In fact, if you can stay off the internet, you should. Getting spoiled is rough. If it's for something you care about, right? If you get spoiled on something you don't care about, then you won't care about it. But also, you said you're having a rough time getting Varka. Oof. Sad. I think it's too late to change my mind. Plus, I need Vivi lore more than Vivi and Geshu inside. I mean, it's not too late. It's not like I have a sketch or anything done. So it's not too late at all you did was like describe its composition, but again, you can do whatever you want. This is your commission after all. That is a very funny name, Fish Hat. I mean, that's cute. Your devotion to having Boot Hill and Rappa like in your account together is commemorable. So you know what? I'm sure it'll be repaid. In fact, maybe you will get Asheville in those first 20 pulls. Who knows? You never know. I'm so happy I got Edia's card first 10 pull. Ooh. Nice. And I was saying something about the motorcycles, but that's just one guy. One guy doing all this nonsense. Yeah, I wonder what kind of content we will get for 4.1 in terms of events and stuff. Speaking of, when is the live stream? Is the live stream this week or is it still next week? Or is this week or next week? Do we know? I think it's next week. Dang. I feel like this freaking banner has taken 50 years. Like, I'm tired. I have 219 tickets. I want to use them. Technically, I'll only be able to do one 10 pull because one 10 pull is all I need to get Asheville, but the rest will be for Blade. So technically, I won't even be pulling when he comes out. I'm just gonna be doing a single 10 pull. So that's kind of lame, but it is what it is. Because I was gonna go for E2, but I'm just like, nah, I'd rather go for E2 Blade SP when he's out than go for Asheville. For Asheville E2, because I'm obviously getting Asheville, I mean E2. I need to get off my butt and do side quests. Honestly, same. I haven't done a single side quest. Well, I've done our events. I haven't done any side quests from Amphorius either. Like, I genuinely have not touched side quest in months. In a year, because I haven't touched it since the start of Amphorius. by that I mean I haven't touched side quest. I hate side quests because I love voice acting. Some side quests are really good. I don't need voice acting when I interact with media because I am a visual novel fan. I notoriously interact with content that doesn't have voice acting 90% of the time, but still. So I don't really care. I just hope that whatever side quest I get uh, is good. Honestly, I think the only side quest that I really liked from HSR was a Penacony one that was deeper than it should have been, to be honest. Actually, there are several Penacony ones that I actually liked. I feel like Penacony is like my favorite place. I like the Xianzhou a lot too, but I feel like that's a really hot take because a lot of people don't like the Xianzhou, but I like Xianzhou and its lore, so that's probably a hot take. Yeah, he is in fact in almost all of the side quests. Specifically the side quests that are located near his agency. I'm not sure about the ones outside of the agency section. You know how there's like different maps, like the ones associated with the area where the Dove district. I don't even know what it's called. The Dove something. I know it started with a D. Alright, that's all I know. I've done almost any Dove Brook. There we go. I haven't done almost any exploration at all, so forgive me. I'm not accurate with these names. Honestly, not doing side quests is kinda better because you can save the side quest for when a character you really like comes out, and then suddenly you have so much you can do to get them. You know? I'm relatively pretty convinced he's La Mancha. I feel like they've done a really poor job of making it not obvious. But yeah, there are a lot of people that don't believe in the theory, but personally, I think so. There's like a million different things. I feel like Asheville Lover over here can probably give you every single hint that suggests it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna lower the opacity of this ring liner because I want it to blend in with the rest. I swear Rosa got smaller in this drawing. No, he's the exact same size. Rosa is the exact same size as he was before. Okay, it's kind of too browny. I mean, too blacky, not too brown. Brown is what I need. Okay, I'm pretty sure his rings have no other details. Okay, yeah, they don't have any other details. The other quote-unquote details in question would just be some texture. I'm gonna use this texture here. We're gonna use it for okay. It's kind of browny. So I guess I need to like adjust it. Sorry that I've been really recently quiet. Hoyoverse would not pull one of those misunderstood things if they literally put the text over it. They only do that if they are not direct. But when they put text on top of things, it's because they want to clarify. They do that when they're referring to eons as well. When it says them, usually they put on top the specific eon. Like, this is a pattern that they have. Like, this isn't like a... This is something that was directly told. Yeah, that is a fact. Even in like the written wikis and stuff, you can find that. Yes, it does. It doesn't mean that Asheville is the broken-legged wolf, but it does mean that La Mancha is the broken-legged wolf. Regardless, I'm pretty convinced, honestly. I don't really... I think the discussion is like funny, but I don't really... I'm pretty convinced by it. What I do think is going to be interesting is the stuff regarding his gameplay and his ties to the veracity and things like that. That is what I do think is going to be the real interesting turning point of his character. In my opinion. I don't think the galaxy thing is going to be a huge deal. Also, did you do the event where Asheville meets Rappa and he's just disappointed that she's theirs? And he just goes, what was it that he said? He's just like, oh, I can't believe you'd get involved into this. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. He looked like a disappointed dad. That was in the card event, not the card event. I don't. I guess it is a card event. Uh, he has that interaction with Rappa, which to me, honestly, solidified. Yeah, you're a Galaxy Ranger. What do you mean you already know Rappa? He's the disappointed father. His youngest daughter joined the gang. It was so funny. He's just like, I can't believe you're here. What are you doing? But she did not really make any remarks towards him, which I found interesting. I'm not sure if it's because Trailblazer was there, or if it's because she actually doesn't know what he looks like. But he, like, it's a one sided, he does know her, but she doesn't know them. Events are canon, for the record, in a bizarre way because they are referenced in main story sometimes. Not in every time, but most of the time. Like I remember the Ghostbuster event. That was so great. I need to download Wuwa again. You should. Honestly, I really like you. I liked using Luke a lot. I wish I could have pulled his signature, but honestly, no. I feel like these shadows are like some of these are like harsher than others. No, I know what you meant. I know that you're not denying that. You don't need to clarify. I know. I understand. I'm always just thinking out loud. Dr. Geshuin when? I mean, not really. I mean, he said. I mean, that's. Technically, he is a doctor, so I guess I could draw him in one. But, no. I mean, not. I mean, yes, but no. I don't know if I draw him in a doctor outfit. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Just for fun, maybe? I mean, they. Oh my god, I almost choked on saliva. Maybe. That does sound like a funny idea, but I'm not sure if I would or not. I feel like it fits, but I'm also thinking, like, it's kind of weird to imagine. That is kind of weird to imagine. Place playing pool table shirtless when? I'm not sure about the latter one, guy. But I could draw him playing pool. I'm not sure about the shirtless part, but yeah, could make him drawing pool. As long as I'm getting him arched, okay. Crazy. Crazy statement, buddy. But you know what? Sure. Sure. You right? Can I have Kawahu lounging on the chair reading a book with reading glasses? You know what? I feel like I almost never draw characters with glasses. I feel like Kawahu would look pretty interesting in glasses. And I don't draw characters with glasses that much. Mainly because I suck at drawing glasses, but that's besides the point. I swear my ass fell oomph. Spoil me on my trip. I'm going to be so mad. You can just like mute it. Actually, no, I mean you can't mute your friends, but I mean like you just don't look at their messages till like, or your oomphs till. Why do I say oomphs? That's weird. That's weird to say out loud. Oomphs. I'm just gonna say one of my friends, one of your mutual followers. That's not the correct translation, but whatever. You just just don't look at their messages, gang. Although, or just tell them directly, hey, don't spoil me, bruh. I'm gonna be so mad at you. Slash serious. Or slash J if you're not being dead ass, but I feel like you're being dead ass, and I completely understand that. I too be completely dead ass. Zoom out here. Let me see if these reflections are looking. Yeah, these reflections are looking pretty decent, I think. I feel like they are. Would Geshuin wear reading glasses? I mean, Geshuin has good vision. He wouldn't really need them. But if he did have, like, visual impairment, he probably would just wear contacts. I feel like that would make a good tier list. What characters could use glasses? Sometimes I spoil things, but I always apologize after, but my friends spoil things without asking. Oof. Honestly, I feel like when talking about things, you always gotta tell your friend, like, hey, do you know about XYZ show? Before talking about anything in regards to the show. Because then if you spoil them, it's like, oh, okay. Maybe the Alice would wear reading glasses. She probably would. And the Adana would probably wear them too. I tell them not to spoil things, but they do it anyways, and they spoil it for themselves too. Okay, that's just a little weird. That's a little weird, I guess. Sure. Interesting. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. I've never gotten spoiled by, like, a friend before. Usually when I get spoiled, it's by my own actions. I either Google search something and it came out as the first option, or something. Something always comes up though. My friend just makes theories and I say, that's a good one. Low key, how I be like when you guys make theories. It's like, yeah. Yes, that's a good theory. looks over to looks over to the cannon. Uh-huh. But yeah, that's like the best way to approach things. Instead of just straight up spoiling people, sit down and be like, okay, uh okay, but you gotta hold back on the yaps though. It's not nice to accidentally spoil things for people. Even if it is by accident. You gotta have a little bit of some self restraint. Oh yeah, I don't mind if you make AUs. I think that's kind of fun. There isn't much source material, so I guess like making an AU is like practical. Same flashbacks to me being like, ooh, what's this leak? And it's like, oh my god. I got spoiled for most of Anforius, and it's like, it was hard to avoid. But it was fine in the end, you know. Bye bye. It was like, bye bye, fine on. But I've got bye bye, Emphorius cast. I knew y'all was probably dying, but damn. That was kind of what happened. Also, this friend tweaks out. The second she can't play an update with the millisecond it comes out. Honestly, I usually don't do the quests the minute they come out. So I always get like some cutscene spoiled. Usually I just leave before I can get a cutscene spoil. But I don't, okay, so the thing is, when HSR or Genshin drops an update, it's usually while I'm asleep. So I usually just wake up the next day and watch a playthrough and then play it myself because I don't want to get spoiled. Uh, it's like the best way for me. I don't play it myself until later. I love character gameplay leaks, but I hate lore leaks. True, I agree. Okay, I agree with that. Because lore, like, gameplay leaks is like, okay, yeah, I'm getting all of this without context of uh, the nature of this character in the story, or from going off of what has been showed of the character so far. But if you get like story leaks, you're just like, oh, oof, yikes. I've made plenty of Asheville theories, like he's revenge for Dr. Primitive, planned for the Galaxy Rangers. Yeah, I mean, that is a good theory. That is an interesting theory. I genuinely wonder what his deal is. Oh yeah, I mean, character story leaks are pretty okay. I mean, because you get the option to read them, right? You don't actually have to read them if you don't want to. I feel like that is like not a bad leak. I know Boottails' backstory like got me insanely hooked. I legit jumped on Boothill as soon as he leaked. True. Were you there since like the first leak that came out with the rest of Penacony? Like in 1 point something that there was just a batch of leaks, and I remember I was just like, oh my god, I hope they don't scrap the cyborg guy. I hope they don't scrap the cowboy. He looks so cool. I remember that. I remember exactly where I was when that dropped as well. Like, that was such a crazy moment. That was like the most insane like leak gathering of all time. Did you hear how many leakers left? I did. I did hear about it. I'm not really sure the exact reason why, though. I didn't really look too deep into it. All I know is that the Hoyo is after them, and so a lot of them started quitting. But I feel like I heard that something even greater happened. Like someone actually got arrested. But I'm not sure how legit that actually was, because, Twitter as a source is not exactly legit. Doomed Princess Vivi X Knight Geshuin. Why doomed? Who's dying? Because how do you pronounce that name? Homji Cat. Homji Cat. I don't know how you pronounce that. Got sued for getting money off of leaks. Oh. Ooh. Rough. So they actually got sued. It's crazy. Well, I wouldn't want Geshuin to die. So Vivi's dying? No. Question mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Huh? Excuse me? Okay. That's some pretty decent rendering so far. I'll be honest, I've been kind of distracted. Like, I go into silence to, like, kind of focus, but then I get distracted. That entire HSR discussion with Asheville and Jekyll definitely threw me completely off. It was a very interesting conversation. And just very distracting. Mainly because because it has nothing to do with the actual post itself, but I don't play about Asheville. We know, gang. I understand. But it's okay. I honestly, it's like it makes sense why people would not think so or would not want to guess so until like 4.1. You know, as long as we're all being civil about it, it's like it's fine. It's nothing personal. Nothing here should ever be personal. I feel like people take opinions on the internet seriously enough. I need more of that. Okay, I just realized, what the heck is the shape of this clock? It's way flatter in my OG ref. I'm a Blue Hill Glazer. I mean, a good character to glaze. Wood Hill is an incredibly cool character. Incredibly based character, even. Can this fade out be like smoother or something? Like, what are we doing? Why would you guys do that? What do you mean you'd wanna off tardily after he gets together with Rosso? Why would you do that? That is your own AUs. That is your own AUs, and you're. Were you drawing? I'm just finishing the Clistogamo drawing. Dang, why does it look like that? It looks so ugly through the TikTok lens. I'm so sorry. TikTok's getting like the worst quality of all time. Like you cannot appreciate the actual. Oh my god, bro. Get on lines, dog. What the hell? You're gonna post it, right? Well, of course. Probably I might post a speed paint too. I'm not really sure. I'm looking at YouTube. We are missing out. You guys are missing out. Like YouTube. YouTube. wrong, wrong account. Like TikTok is missing out. You have a YouTube? Yes, I do. It's technically my main channel, but it's like I post multi-content there, so I post games and then and art, both mixed up, which honestly, like, is interesting because I have two different audiences, and low-key, I'm not sure if I should probably do something about that. Because, you know, when you have two different audiences, it's like it's kind of strange because, well, you have basically two followers that are there for two different reasons. I low-key should find one and stick with it, but you know, I like playing games, so I just may as well do both. Which that was my mentality, but you know. Can Geshuit draw Vivi like one of his French girls? Theoretically speaking, he can. Like a channel for games and the one for art? Nah, I don't have the like time for two channels. I ain't gonna lie. I'm good on that one. I can sit that one out. I'm sorry. I low-key could not. I know you said slash J, don't worry. But truthfully speaking, I could not. You do know what that means, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. It's a pretty old saying. That is an old joke. I do know. Sometimes I forget you're an adult with responsibilities. Well, yeah, but my responsibilities is mainly taking care of whatever's happening at home, doing commissions, drawing and posting videos and writing, and that's literally my cycle. My cycle is chores, chores in general, draw and write, post if I have something, an idea, and then cycle repeats. So I wouldn't say, obviously it is a responsibility, but I just find it funny when you phrase it like that. Oh, hold on. Let me stand up. I am doing my best for like my writing and stuff. You know? Dang, I need to get in a better posture. Like, this posture sucks. Ooh, oops, and now I accidentally lowered my canvas too low. Oh, about to play some Minecraft? Dang. Minecraft, that's pretty cool. You should totally draw Asheville. I would like to, I would like to draw more fan art, but the thing is, I don't want to like do fan art all the time because I want to focus on my characters more than anything, because what I really want to work on is my story. And so the more I draw my characters, the more I get the opportunity to share them and have usually more to say about them and stuff. I like drawing fan art, sure, but I also wouldn't like to build an account on fan art, since I want to be a OC artist. Well, I want to post OCs. I'm invested in your characters, to be honest. Thank you. I'm glad. Like, heavily? Well, I'm glad. I'm glad people are invested. I've been doing a lot for the last, 2 years, hoping I can do something with them. And now, last year, October, they suddenly got some attention. I'm just like, oh, yay. Yay. It's my stuff has been paying off. A mini fandom, yeah, a mini fandom. Which honestly couldn't possibly be like more motivating. How do I start posting though? Wait, hold on. I feel like I missed out on an entire conversation. Oh, should I start posting on TikTok? How do you start posting? Honestly, I recommend. Okay, honestly, no. It depends. Are you gonna post like traditional art or digital art? Because I feel like you need like a slightly different method to promote them. We all fitting on a school bus. I think y'all fitting. I feel like y'all fitting in a minivan. I feel like a school bus is too big. It's like, I don't know. There's like 7 of y'all. Actively. I feel like there might be more, but they might not be in the live streams. Oh my god. Not the loud noise. Not probably a camper. We all fit under a tent. Okay, no, I don't think we all fit under a tent, but you know. No, for real? Because what do you mean I was watching Linda go live while going out of state? That is still hilarious. I love the devotion, you know? It really is honoring because you know, I mean, I never could have expected something like that. I do appreciate that. Nah, it's all good. You have fun, dude. When I watched lives from channels that I follow, I'm also usually drawing or doing something else because it's fun. How do I post without it being cringe? Okay, first thing you need to think about is that you whatever you do, someone's gonna see it as cringe. So first of all, what you're gonna have to do is take away the mindset that something is inherently cringe. You will be fine. I don't think there's a quote unquote cringe way to post. Now, is there a way that some people would prefer you to post in order for more interactions? Probably. Do I know that method? No, because low-key I just be doing whatever. I ain't gonna lie. Do I look like a girl with a plan on how to upload? I just look at my usual schedule, look at it, and be like, yeah, I should post at this hour because this is like the usual hour. And I should just uh use this random audio, and yeah. Or audio, oh, this audio suits my character. Yeah, we'll use that. Uh, and whatever, bro. I don't. I I probably think more about the algorithm? Maybe. Do I? Not really. Like, eventually, you will find the method that works. Honestly, just try everything. Look at maybe what other artists are doing and how that is received, and do your best to follow it in your way. Like, I don't know. I don't have like any proper advice. I just had to I just posted until I found a a spot that I kind of just fit into. I found a little niche area. You know what's funny? I Not long ago I Google searched the word Geshuin because I wanted to see what would pop up if I Google searched Geshuin alone with nothing else written. And Geshuin legit actually popped up. Summary, AI summary and all. Oh my god, I thought that was the funniest thing ever. First option flashed into my eyes. I remember that before it would be like translate word to Geshulin because it would think it was like incorrectly written. But now it actually gives the answer now. And I think it's really funny. Well, let's use Genshin. Ooh, interesting. Should I make the blue be reflected on... I mean, that looked pretty good. Guess I could do it. I don't think many things are cringe, but sometimes it's scary to try posting because mean people. Well, there's always gonna be mean people. There's always gonna be someone that's gonna be like, oh, this cringe, or oh, look, beginner artist. Oh, a new poster. Or not a new poster, a new account. Sorry. Can English today? I feel like I haven't been able to English all day. Actually, I feel like I can't English a lot of the times, but we're gonna pretend that I don't, alright? I'm gonna pretend I can English. You gotta focus on the positive. If you think about, oh, this might get negative reception, you're never gonna post anything. Exactly. And those people that do that, yeah, they probably are miserable. And probably if they saw you IRL, they probably would not say the same things that they're saying to you online. Because some people just do behave differently online than they do in real life. That really is the case for a lot of people. A lot of people online take things personally and are able to respond in a way that they probably wouldn't in reality, or reflect feelings that they don't actually feel, because the spur of the moment doesn't really give you that of just being able to type whatever in the keyboard is just easier. And people will misunderstand your post or whatever you say. No matter what, your post will be interpreted however. So don't be afraid of posting. People will take it however they want. They'll be mad about it, even if it's harmless, right? Regardless if it's shipping or something. Yeah, there's some people that they just don't like seeing other people happy. How many posts have you seen of people posting cute pics with their lovers, and then there's miserable people in the comments like, I hope they cheat on you. It just is what it is. I'm also scared of those people who spam inappropriate things in the comments. That's just gonna happen. It's if you see something like that, you're just gonna have to report, delete, and bye bye. You can also filter negative things. If someone, you can filter them on your thing to make sure that your posts and your comments don't have. I have certain words filtered on mine. So yeah, you use filters if you are uncomfortable with someone saying something. Also, yeah, I would not like to see people get hate for ships. Every day is just like a hate over a ship when you can just scroll if you don't like it. I think people have forgotten the concept of you don't like something someone is saying to just scroll. You don't need to hate on them. You don't need to talk crap about them to other people. You can just scroll and pretend they aren't real. I just really like the term Yuma due to people make it seem weird when it's all sometimes OCX canon. Yeah. I mean, but then people love making everything weird, so like there are things that are genuinely weird, and then there are things that are not problematic and people will turn them problematic. It's just what happens when you're in a fandom. Or you're in a space in general. There's gonna be the weird folks, and then there's gonna be the normal folks. But what you need to know is how to filter out the weird and make it known that they are, in fact, the weird and the minority. Sometimes that's all that's really needed. Yeah, there's some weird people, but you gotta separate that from the rest. Yeah, and I hope, truthfully, that it can that it can sort of remain that way. I know it's like pretty impossible, right? Because there's always gonna be like something's always gonna come up. But I hope that for the most part, it doesn't get known for being an unwelcoming place. or that it's known for just one thing over anything else that is actually substantial. Like, I would hate for it to become something like that. I was gonna make a Geshuin edit, bro. How did I forget? Oh. I mean, I look forward to it if you do. Honestly, the second something does become popular, it does become like, the second something becomes popular, immediately comes the wave of, oh my god, this is so overrated. Even though they enjoyed it when it released, they'll switch up as soon as they start getting like, see it gets too much. Like, suddenly their favorite niche thing is popular and they're just like, yeah, now it's overrated. And that's why I was trying to gatekeep it. What? Gatekeep it? Why? It's the switcheroo theory I fear. I can't take the word theory seriously because all I think about is the memes of the blank theory of like when it comes to like romance partners. I don't know if you guys been in that side of TikTok, but I can't take it too seriously when I hear it in these contexts because all I think about are those memes. But I do agree. Like, people do be switching up on things because for whatever reason, oh my god, now it's overrated. Like, they did that with so many good shows. I feel like the most latest example is probably K-pop Demon Hunters. Off the top of my head, that I actually watched. Like, people switched up on that show so quick because now on that movie so quick because, oh my god, it's too popular now. It's like, what? It was good when you first watched it. It was good now. What changed? Did you hear like the opinions of 3 other people and suddenly decided your original opinion was completely invalid? I mean, sometimes I can understand that, right? Changing your opinion after something's been released for a while. But I don't know. The type of switch up it had was crazy. They can never make me hate it though. I thought it was pretty good. I initially thought it was like, I'm not sure how I feel about it. But then I watched it and I was like, you know what? No, I'll take it back. This was pretty good and it got a lot of potential too for like more, for like sequels and more stuff. I like what they did. It was simple and effective. Is the fandom sometimes for real? But it's just people really need to separate the fandom from the art itself. I know that they can be annoying. I stayed away from JoJo for the longest time because I couldn't stand the quote unquote dude bro side of the fandom. Because that was all I would come across. But then when I watched it, because I said, screw it, I'm gonna watch it. I wanna see what it's about. And it was great. I regret nothing. It changed everything. It was peak, I fear. And I'm not, just because of the dude bros that are really loud. And by the dude bros, I mean the incel type that don't actually watch the show and kinda just, I feel like you guys know what I mean by the dude bros. I don't feel like I really need to explain too much, but I like explaining anyways. I'm sorry. Uh, it just, if I were to not watch something because of a fandom, I would never be able to watch anything because there's always a negative or problematic side to a fandom. I love Danganronpa. That the fandom never stopped me from loving Danganronpa. I don't care if all Danganronpa fans talk about is shipping blank with blank. I love its story, and I'm not gonna, just because of the one side of the fandom that all they do is fight all day, that's not gonna stop me from liking the story for what it is. I can't wait for Danganronpa to become popular again because of the new 2x2 game. I know we're going to be cooked because TikTok is worse than ever before. I literally saw someone call Danganronpa gore slop because it's quote unquote a fetish because they execute teenagers. Right. As if the story wasn't about hope and despair and about overcoming and surviving hardship and stuff like that. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna. It's people that haven't even watched the dang show. It's people that are watching it from the memes that resurfaced recently. You know that suddenly there's Danganronpa memes all over the place? Because of that resurfacing, now everyone is reducing Danganronpa to nothing. As if that wasn't one of the most profound games from the 2010 era and the 2020 era. I swear, I think Danganronpa was what taught me media literacy. It made me look beyond the surface of just what I see from a character. Nagito changed my entire chemistry on how I view characters. Yes, the Nagito Komaeda himself. I would not change that for anything. But we got a little sidetracked. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, never let a fandom stop you from finding your greatest obsession of all time. Oh yeah, but my favorite character, since you mentioned it, from each game, my favorite is... Okay, I don't have a favorite in the first game, but... So we're gonna skip it. I don't have a favorite from the first game. I do like the first game, but I don't have a favorite in the first game. I'm sorry. In Danganronpa 2, it's Nagito. But I do love Hajime too. He gotta be he was great. Alright, and then in V3, it's Shuichi. I liked Shuichi a lot. And we're gonna ignore Ultra Despair Girls and pretend it's not real. I like Byakuya. Byakuya is kind of funny. That's a great response. Geshuin with blonde would be scary, but also hot. Geshuin in blonde? It's kind of cursed. But I do like blonde. I feel like... No, no, that's cursed. I don't want to imagine it. Now I'm imagining it. Get it out of my head, dog. Yeah, Shuichi mention. Let's get it. Love my girl. Okay, someone asked me about how to draw Roso's side profile. I'm gonna do it real quick because I'm sorry. I want you to make sure I did not ignore your comment. It's kind of hard to talk to everyone when there's so many people at the same time. Wait, I need to find a reference. Where is my Rosa reference? Forgot what his bangs look like. Normally, not with the hat. Thank you. Since I always draw him with the hat, but no, I'm gonna draw his side profile without the hat. Thank you very much. Balding Rosso? No, no, please don't say that. Why are we talking about some balding Rosso? Color in white. What would be the white of his little eye though? Oops, no, no, didn't mean to do that. Chila. There you go. Rosso side profile. Is that Aura? What do you mean? What are we talking about? What did I miss? Also, yeah, we do love Gundam Tanaka. I did really like him. Okay, let me zoom back out. Drawing a side profile from nothing is Aura. Well, yeah, but it's also kind of crappy side profile. So, does it really have Aura? Hi, it's been so long. Hello there, Farina-sama. Hi, hope you're doing well. Thank you, I just gotta change the nose. Oh yeah, make sure, like, his nose is, like, long, like, I won't say it's longer, but, like, every time I draw him, I always have to make his nose, like, longer than the rest of the cast. So, I don't know. I always have that as, like, a detail. I don't actually know why I do that, but it's become something that I always do. Hope you're doing well, Farina-sama. We just working on a drawing. Hold on, let me zoom out. It's looking not too shabby. Okay, let me look back at my bro's clock. This is still too thick. This is still too thick. I do need to make it thinner. I think I got his nose right. We'll see. Hello, hello. Seeing a lot of, like, old faces pop up. And new faces too. The fact you can just draw lines that perfect baffles me. Do you really consider my strokes perfect? I feel like I have pretty shabby lines, but, like, you know what? I'm glad you think so. You know what? I'm glad. Like if his skin, if you felt his skin, is it naturally cold? Is it naturally cold? Somewhat. I wouldn't say it's like really cold. Yeah, it's like a slight coldness. Mainly stuff like his hands. But I wouldn't say he's like, you touch him and you're like, whoa, you're cold. Like it's not, I wouldn't say he's like that cold. You know who would be really cold though? Either Lanhu or Shui. Actually, both of them. Especially Lanhu. He's lukewarm. I don't know what lukewarm temperature. I've never been in lukewarm temperature. Hold on. I'll have to see how cold is lukewarm technically. More specifically, let's see. Hold on. Okay. Wait, no. I don't want to know if I don't want to know if cold is better than lukewarm. No, that's not what I want to know. It still gave me that same thing. Moderately warm. Lacking in intensity of extreme measures. No, he's a bit colder than room temperature then. So he would be the opposite of it, I feel like. Is there a term for that? Instead of like being balanced, moderately warm, it's like moderately colder. I was thinking of cuddle scenarios of Geshuin and Vivi, because Vivi, oddly enough, is very warm. That would be very nice. Bro would probably want to be warm. Luke cold. Luke cold. Did we make that? Did we make that on the fly? Luke cold? Luke Herson cold. I'm sorry. I had to bring up Wuthering Waves somehow. Oh my god, Sleepy is not sleepy. That's actually amazing. I love Luke Herson. True. We should all love Luke Herson. People are already throwing nonsense because he quote unquote didn't sell. Who cares? We are not business sellers. Who cares if a character sells or not? Why are we all acting like we businessmen? We are not businessmen. What do we care if a character sells or not? Like they always, it's the same with like music. Their music didn't even chart in the top 5. Brother, who cares? I'm sorry, I went Sorry, that's like a small rant. Like, who cares if if your favorite didn't top on the charts, or so, or your favorite's at the top of the charts? That means your favorite is better, or your favorite is worse because it's not there. Like, come on now, be serious. Them numbers don't mean much. Not because people think, oh, they're botting streams or whatever, but frankly, they just don't mean that much. They don't define quality. Imagine the first time Gershwin Color is surprised by her warmth. Probably. I mean, he technically has never, like, slept close with someone else. So, it will definitely be an interesting experience for him to, like, sleep next to someone. People tell me to get on meta. No, my Boot Hill, Sunday, Finon, and Anaxa are doing just fine. Well, three of those characters you just named are technically meta. So if they're in a team, technically you are meta. Technically. Yeah, they are. Especially Finon. And Sunday is used in every single team that exists known to man. That man has not had a break since he came out. Sunday is like Farina of HSR. Yeah. Genuinely, yeah. Because he has been used in literally every team known to man. Only recently did Sparkle get buffed, so now you can put Sparkle in some of the teams instead of Sunday. But most people will use Sunday because of his energy regeneration and stuff like that. They'll only mostly use Sparkle when she's like has when they need like skill points. And there's team skill point hungry. But yeah. The only character that isn't meta right now is Boot Hill. But we will come back. I believe in it. Bro will rise. I mean, every time he's still good in Apocalyptic Shadow and stuff like that. So in some endgames, he's still like pretty good, but I don't think he's known to be meta anymore. Like a meta player won't call him meta. Boot Hill isn't meta. In some game modes, he's good, but he's not considered like meta in the current climate. Break in general is not considered the meta in the current climate, but in certain endgame modes, they do perform. So that's more like a depends on where you're playing type thing. Like if you're playing in the endgame mode of like Apocalyptic Shadow, he still works. I just don't. I'm pretty sure he just doesn't work in like MOC, but if you're stubborn enough, you can make it work too. So, but if we're talking from like a quote unquote from the meta slave standpoint, yeah, he probably doesn't. I don't care, frankly, because I am an Argentine main, and I've never cared about meta. You think an Argentine main cares about meta? I only know it because Twitter would never shut up about meta, but I assure you, I do not care about meta. My Boot Hill is the strongest on my team. Shout out to your Boot Hill. Boot Hill carry, so true. I literally just pull for hot people. It's a good reason to pull for people. I pull for cool, for story. Like if I like them, I pull for them. Usually it involves every element of their characterization. Sometimes I do need to skip even though I like them, but that just comes with the territory of pulling in gacha games. But yeah, it is what it is. I am a gaming main, bro. Is never meta to begin with. 4-star. Has there ever been a 4-star that has been meta? Other than other than Bennett and Fischl and Xiangling, please. We don't talk about Xiangling. Like any new 4-star has ever been meta. I feel like most of them just serve specific niches, so they're never truly considered meta. They're considered meta, but for like a specific theme. Now that we're on the topic, how would Geshwin be the first time him and Vivi cuddle? He'll be surprised. First of all, he'll be surprised by warmth, right? Because he's quite close with the person. He has not been very close to a person for years. You can argue he hasn't been close with a person in like sleeping together since his sister, because him and his sister slept on the same bed, especially when he would like get a nightmare or something when he was like 10. He was just a baby. So that was legit like the last time. So he would definitely find it something interesting change. Yes, little Geshuin. He will find it an interesting change because yeah, it is a very different sort of ambience. But genuinely, what? Oh my god, not Bad Bunny, dog. Leave! Stop, stop. Go away. Please go. It's 12. Why are you doing that? Why are you disturbing the peace? La 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 la. I'm sorry. Why did I? I'm sorry, it's getting late. It's 12, almost 12. It's like 3 minutes till 12. My apologies. But what else? Like, yeah, he'll be very surprised by the contact, but he'll easily just like fall in their arms and just lay there. Most likely decide this is a great napping spot. Yes, Geshuin and Komakuza would be meta. That is a great team. Geshuin's Yumain, Komakuza's the sub DPS. So true. Though lore-wise, Geshuin is technically the sub DPS because he's the one helping Komakuza and Shui Hushin like improve and whatnot. Okay, we're still on the normal layer. I need to invest in better teams. I mean, if you're having fun, you don't really need to. If you think investing in newer teams is gonna be fun for you, then go for it. I mean, I built most random characters. I recently had to build my E6 Himeko because I didn't want to leave her hanging there. Build her as a break character. She's not super great, but I think I just don't know how to play her correctly. I think I just don't know what I'm doing. I heard that's just like the best standard one that has survived out of all of the standard characters, so I do want to invest in her. Well, I mean, you don't have a healer, don't you? You did say your team was fine on Sunday, Boot Hill, and Axa. I think the first thing you should do is invest in a healer. Or a shielder. I think that would be a great idea for you. Unless you actually do have a shielder and you're still failing, which in that case, I don't know. Beats me, dog. Gershwin feeling warm and peaceful while cuddling Warren's night heart. Yeah, he would feel very comfortable. Because that once he's in that kind of position, right, it's like, oh, you have my trust. Because otherwise, we would not be in these circumstances if you didn't have my trust. So I can just freely fall asleep on you without any problems. He's like a cat that initially is like kind of like cautious and will sleep, but they will wake up quickly the second someone comes close. But then after knowing them for long enough, they're just comfortable just sleeping and being like, yeah, I know you'll be there and I'll be fine. It's like that. Investing in my only hero would take time because it's Gallagher. Gallagher's a good healer though, especially paired with Boot Hill. Because they're both break characters. You need break effect to build them. They literally do fit in a team together. Would Geshman ever come up to his wife just to ask for cuddles? He won't ask. He probably will just like lay next to them or something, or grab them and just lean on them. Like he won't ask. He'll just do it. And if you want him to get off him, he'll get off you. Because again, he's established that like trust bond, so he's gonna, based on previous conversations, he will conclude that you will or won't mind if he does or doesn't do something. But of course, if there's something up, then he's good on like backing off. If he wouldn't mind, then he'd be all good. Then he'd be good to go. Alright. What is screaming in the back? I think that's the orange cat that always comes in here. It's this orange boy cat that always comes in to bother my girl cats. It's very mean. I feel bad for him, but he can't stay. He can't keep bothering my girls. Do you understand? My girls don't want you. Wait, I don't know what PDA is. Wait, what does that stand for? Oh my god. Dog. Why did this come up when I... If I would have gone based on this, I would have... I think too many things start with PDA. Never use abbreviations, guys. Lesson learned. There's... Geshman is or is not shameless. Okay. Shameless how? What do we consider shameless acts in this context? Because I feel like some people have more extremes or less extremes of what is considered shameless. We'll set the bar and then I'll say like what the bar level is. Yeah, he would be open to public display of affection. Yeah, he would not mind. Yeah, he is A-okay with that. He has no problem with that. That definition made me giggle. But yeah, set me the bar. What is considered shameless in this context? Unless PDA is what you meant about shameless, which I don't consider public displays of affection to be shameless unless you're blatantly making out with someone in front of you. That is weird. And illegal, but it's weird. More so. You can imagine Ruby is busy but stops everything, goes to get you in his bar, kisses him, and leaves. That would be so funny. Because imagine he's like dealing with a patient, right? And they're just like yelling or something. They're causing like a scene. And then bro comes in to give him a kiss. He's just like, oh, you look like you're having it rough. Because he has had those scenarios. No, it should be more saturated. But like, it needs to be darker and more saturated. More saturated. More saturated. Okay, that's pretty good. Now this. Saturated a bit. Okay, Rosa would look good in black leather or latex. His hair and skin is perfect for it. Is it now? Never thought of it. I always imagined him in like flamboyant fits. Because, you know, it's Geshwin. Watching YouTube color theory is like watching a magician. Y'all see how color theory kind of changed this drawing? Yeah. I'm not like a color theory expert, but I definitely have some knowledge. Like, you don't know how much work it took me to do this part over here of the color theory wheel of pain and suffering. Actually, you're probably gonna see it when, if I post this speed paint, you're probably gonna see it. Because holy crap. The sea of suffering that was rendering this. The color of pain and anguish. For real though. Like actually. Let me zoom out and look for, what am I looking for? Ah, his thingy. Did you mix up Geshuin and Rosa again? Did I? Did I accidentally say Rosa, Geshuin instead of Rosa? La li la. I'm sorry. I genuinely didn't notice. I apologize. Did I really? Oh my god, dog. It's getting late. That guy you're drawing really loves Ruby, huh? It's not actually Ruby. Let me zoom in over here. It's actually pink. Pink here. Purple. Purple. Pink. It's just that when it has so much yellow on top of it, when yellow lighting hits purple, it ends up looking kind of reddish, pink, browny. Just like how the gray, because his accessories are green, right? They look brown and yellow here because of how strong the lighting is. Back here, it should be more purple, which I'm gonna fix that once I'm kind of done here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I really made 9 beads. Couldn't even reach 10. A memorable number? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the rest of this is like smaller. Yeep, yeep, yeep. No, they're even smaller than this. Yeep, yeep, yeep. Oh my god, dog. Stop, stop. Put it away. Put it away. Okay. Questionable lyrics. Sure. Gershwin is such a green flag. It heals, not hurts. Yippee. We need green flags in more. People are getting too used to red flags. To the point that if people see a green flag, they see a green flag and they think it's boring. Have you guys seen those people? Like, there are people that genuinely think if the character is not red or at least beige or beige leaning into red, they find them boring. Like, I understand liking a beige flag, right? I like a beige flag. And so I'm okay with that. I'm not sure how I feel about red flags though. The character could have a red flag trait, which would turn them into beige, but I can't have just a straight up red flag. I can't. I can't. No, I don't want a guy who, like, if I do, I'm just gonna see them as that, like a villain. I'm not gonna see them as this, like, heroine that I want to date and be with, you know? I think Dottore is like a good example. I don't fawn over Dottore. I could never. But I do like his character. I think he's really cool. But would I like him outside of him being a cool villain? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. Who is this lovely fellow we're drawing today? We are drawing Kleistogamo Namizuma. My beautiful lovely fellow. He's doing some tarot card readings. How many commissions do you usually have, like, on a regular basis? I don't know. It's pretty random. Like, sometimes I get, like, it's not super consistent. It has some consistency, but it's not like I get a commission every day, you know? I wish. Would I get really busy? Yeah, but hey, I do need that bag though. I do appreciate the bag. Thanks, and I do like drawing, so I don't really care. I like drawing, but I don't like always get commissions. Sometimes I do go a while without having any, and that's okay. You know, that's okay. It's not my only source of income. I also have my YouTube, which YouTube pays me monthly. I don't make a whole lot. I don't make like, oh my god, look at this so much, but it helps. So, hey, we working on it. We working on it, Chad. We working on it. It's all good. No, you commission me when you have an idea and you got the money. Feel free to commission me whenever you want. Because my commissions are always open, always. That's why it's on my title. If you want a commission, feel free to reach out whenever you can. And when you wish to. I am not here begging for your money. You do what you wish. Oh my god, the motorcycles! I just appreciate you guys supporting me from here. If you can't or don't want to, which is, yeah. It's not even Monday. Yeah, it's just those random people that own motorcycles, not the group of not the group of commissioners. Not a group of bicyclists. Bicyclists? That's not even a motorcyclist. You know, that's a sign that I should go to bed. You know, you right. It's okay. If you don't got any money, twin, I appreciate you just stopping by on the stream. Also, I feel really cringe saying twin out loud. I'm sorry. Can we forget I said that? Apologies. I sound like a boomer trying to be hip. That was okay. That was hilarious. Okay, bro. No, we love the nickname twin. Yeah, I just saw your stream in my recommended. You're so talented. Thank you. Celestial Creations. Hi, thank you. Okay, so Loki, I'm realizing that the overlay is incorrect. You gotta be desaturated a little bit. Yes, it does need some saturated parts, but yeah. I want to get a whole album of Vivian Geschman art. Hey, Heek. I commissioned you for the first time, and I can't even lie. I'm so hyped to see it. Yes, I'm. I can't wait for you to see it. I'm working on it. I have like another commission that I'm also working on, so you will have it soon. You will have your drawing soon. You should have a name for your chat, like the Facelings or something. Nah, chat is good. Or calling you guys by names is good. I don't know how I feel about calling y'all names. It's funny, but no. The Facelings is a crazy suggestion. That didn't need to go. We are the Valindalings? No, that's even worse. Don't. That's so cringe. I'm sorry. It's okay. I felt it emanate to the screen, but it's alright. Cringe is good. Cringe is good. Uh, yeah, don't worry. I will try my best to get it to you as soon as I can. Please, no. Is that the referencing what I think it's referencing? Oh, hell no. It better not be what I think it's referencing. The Geshulings? No, then we're lumping everyone with a character. We can't do that. What about the non-Geshuin fans? What are we gonna do about them? Okay, so low-key, I'm getting my ass whooped by some beads. So... oh... okay, wait. Yeah, I ruined the thing by using a brown, black. It's okay. That's orange. Can I get a color that doesn't look orange? Pretty please? Thanks. If I want it to look orange, I'll add it myself. Ta-da. Okay, I should opaque this a little bit. Trying to like... These beads are not that reflective, so I probably need to lower the opacity a little bit. Oh my god, not again. Oh, that's the wrong shade. Oh, that's the wrong shade of gray. Why the heck do they look like that? I'm just trying to shade a bead. It legit. Why am I getting beat by a bead? Probably because I'm tired. I'm glad that the post got received well. And there was nothing bad to say about it. Okay. Okay, so I need to fix this. Make some line art around it. In fact, I need to duplicate this. Use it to make sure. Because there's like these pixel spaces. I need to fix that. Oh wait. I should remove the rosa. Where's the layer of the rosa? Oops. Oh my god, the rosa is on. I forgot he was there. You know what he looked like, low-key? He looked like that one meme of that one gamer that like had their neck long. For that one meme. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, that's it. We're almost done. I'm probably gonna finish this off stream, and tomorrow, I don't know. I don't know if tomorrow I'm gonna stream or not. Next stream we'll have a new drawing. Finally. Yippee! Like all I'm missing is his glove details, this, and just maybe some minor touches, and then Rosso here. Rosso probably won't take very long. He's tiny after all. But that's it. Thank you all for stopping by. I will see you guys next time. I don't know when next time is, but next time. Also, yeah, feel free to contact me about what decision you make. Did you guys notice that it's Rosso right here? For the full tarot card? I don't know how many of you guys like actually noticed it, but yeah. I like it. I'm glad he has like a recognizable silhouette here. I kind of want to fix it a little bit because it still looks like a little messy on the messy side. But we'll see. We'll try and fix it. Anyways, goodbye. Beep. Are you sure you want to go? We still have 5 viewers here who'd love to say and support you. I know they would, but bye-bye. And goodbye to you, YouTube.